Hey guys, what's up? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, fellas. Hello, boyos. Misa called Jaja. No, I'm just kidding. How's it going?
We don't know how to begin for now, but the topic of today's live stream is going to be the drama that's been going on with Lucasfilm, with Star Wars Theory, and basically, Lucasfilm's at it again. So yeah.
As they usually are, We're just gonna go back, and go over some cases that happened before, and of course cover this one as well, and just see how it goes.
And dispute why it's even happening in the first place, how it began, stuff like that. Also, you guys can ask us anything in the comments. That's what we're going to be answering, some questions, much more than on the last live stream. So yeah, ask us anything, and we'll begin shortly with the main topic of the live stream. So yeah, it's been a hard year in 2020, just so you guys know. We're going to go over some plans as well here, what we want to accomplish this year in 2021. So, yeah. Anyway, basically what's been going on with Star Wars Theory is Pablo Hidalgo, whatever he is at Lucasfilm. Obviously, he's in a very high position there. He used to be part of the story group, if I'm not mistaken. He basically tweeted that emotions are not... What are these?
Emotions are not for sharing, if I believe correctly.
Yeah. And the thing is, that guy has been quite controversial regarding his tweets on Twitter, aka Cancer site. And it's really hard to see what he was trying to say there, because he sort of apologized after he said that. Although it was more of a... What do they call it? No, he cleared it up.
It was a clarification, that's what it was.
Yeah, it wasn't really an apology regarding that there. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if someone called me something like that, I don't need an apology from them. I don't care what they think, nonetheless, but if they were trying to sort of apologize, they simply should have done it, because this clarification was complete bullshit, honestly. And the problem there is that Lucasfilm has been after fans for years now.
Yeah, pretty much like the moment they took over, but it's been slowly, they've been slowly upping their game with their, with their bullshit. And so, they started slowly in 2012 by, decanonizing stuff and then bashing on the fans. And then, they kind of started heating it up a bit on Force Awakens. And then finally at The Last Jedi, they just said, hey, we can do this, all the way. Let's just go for it,
It's as if The Last Jedi... No, it's as if Rian Johnson and J.J. Abrams simply let it flow. Started with all the bullshit. Although it didn't start with them. That's the thing. We remember, 2014... they were basically... They decanonized the EU, which was also another blow for the Star Wars fans. Not to mention all the cancelled games, cancelled Clone Wars and stuff like that. It pissed us off a lot at that point in time. Already, we weren't happy with the way Disney was running things. And we remember those bullshit articles. We mentioned them quite a bit on our channel in these live streams. Screen Rant, those types of things, Vox and all that bullshit, all the show sites, whatever you guys want to call them, they immediately started shitting on the EU. It's a good thing that Star Wars took a shit on the EU. They decanonized that crap. It was full of inconsistencies and stuff like that. They mostly shat on Dark Empire, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and especially on the Darth Sidious clones. That was the main issue of
of the EU.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah, and the ironic thing was, it was an issue until official Disney Star Wars canon did it, which is hypocrisy at its finest. I mean, it's not like we were pissed, we were just... It sickens us.
It was kind of funny to see that, First they shit on it, and then, when they make it canon, it's all good.
It's all double standards and nothing else. And it really sickens me after so many years of their bullshit. When official canon does it, it's fine, but in the EU, it's all garbage. And it's a trend that Lucasfilm, Disney, and all these progressive idiots have had, is taking a shit on what came before and disrespecting it instead of simply honoring it and working off it. So that's what they've been doing a lot. It's always shitting on the past and praising anything that's new. That's why the EU was even thrown away. It's not because of the inconsistencies. They proved it.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, they think, like, by shitting on the old stuff that they're gonna make their stuff better, but, like, in reality, they just make it worse.
The worst part of it is that they actually took so many things from the expanded universe and put it into their canon, except that it was in a much worse way. Yet they were shitting on the EU in the first place, which is disgusting, honestly.
Yeah, first they take all their stuff from the EU, and then they just kind of shit on it
and
along
then they
the way.
were they're still cherry-picking regarding that, what they're going to take from the EU, because they have no new ideas. I mean, we enjoyed The Mandalorian Season 2 10 times more than Season 1. Season 1, honestly, if you ask me personally, it bored me to death. Season 2 was watchable, much better.
Season 2 was amazing for me. It just, you know, every time there was an episode, I couldn't wait to watch it. And that wasn't the case with Season 1. Season 1 was just kind of like, you know, I just want to see where it's going to go. And it didn't really go anywhere up until Season 2 when they started bringing in the old characters and everything. And I think that's what made Season 2 even more exciting, to be honest. You know, if it wasn't for those old characters, you know...
It would have been boring without them. Honestly, the Mandalorian...
I really like what they did with it in Season 2. And I hope they continue along that path. Although, right now, like, when we saw Boba Fett, I just want a series with him and not really Mandalorian anymore.
You're getting one. And the thing is, the Mandalorian series is toast. There's nothing to it anymore. They divided Grogu from Din Djarin, and honestly, the two of them, just being the two of them in the series is nothing exciting, if you ask me, at least. Basically, the only reason why Season 2 was that great was because of the legacy characters. That's like the only reason why it was that good for me, at least. And with that said, we come back to the topic of shitting on the past and praising the future and the stuff that it's coming regarding official Disney Star Wars. And what they did was they borrowed so many things from the EU and also from the legacy characters that came before in order to make the season good. Like the Dark Troopers, they were created in the Dark Forces game like in the 90s, yet that was considered garbage like a month or 2 months ago before they revealed the Dark Troopers in Season 2. That's like the main problem there. What are you doing, mate?
Just waiting for it to end.
So yeah, that's like the main problem. Although, what can you do? So yeah, anyway, let's go through some questions maybe before we continue with the topic of, of the live stream.
Alright, let's see what we have.
Let's see what you guys have for us.
You know, I'm still kind of getting used to talking in a live stream because it's not really my strongest point. So, with every live stream, I guess I'm just improving.
Okay, let's see. What are our thoughts on Skywalker's return from Wolfie, if I'm pronouncing that correctly? You want to start off, mate?
Well, I think it was amazing in terms of, how it was done. And I just loved every single moment of it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's the Luke I think that we should have got, a long time ago in Force Awakens. Even though I don't consider the sequels canon, and nor does Luke, but, in any way, I just wish that we got that Luke right off the bat in The Force Awakens.
We actually posted a meme regarding that on our community tab. You can check it out. We post a lot of things on our community page. On YouTube, it's like a meme when they did Luke Skywalker, right? It's like, so you do know the difference from good and bad Luke, from doing it right and doing it wrong. That's the whole point. Honestly, simply because The Mandalorian is a sequel to Return of the Jedi and is leading to the sequel trilogy, I'm gonna say that I don't care about the series, whatever happens there. I will enjoy it as much as I can, but I don't care where it's leading because it's not leading to a good place. Grogu's going to be killed by Ben Swallow eventually.
Well, it all depends on if they they can cancel the sequels if they really wanted to, but I guess they're not going to do that.
They're not going to do that because they're too prideful, and that's never going to be pride's never going to be a virtue regarding that. So they're not going to do it. It's going to it's gonna tell the fans that they were right and that Lucasfilm was wrong, and it's never gonna happen, honestly. Obviously, they've shown time and time again that they care more about about their stuff instead of what the fans want to see, and they're not even interested in getting money, which they could have done with the sequel trilogy if they simply brought the legacy characters together in at least one single scene. Luke, Han, Leia, Lando, Chewie, you know how it goes. And that was like the biggest missed opportunity, even though we were never going to care about the sequels. But at least they could have been good. So yeah, regarding Luke in The Mandalorian, the worst part is he says that he's going to give his life to protect a child there, and then just remember how he was going to kill his nephew for having a bad dream or whatever. I mean, it simply cannot be in the same canon. It's disgusting. It's horrendous how inconsistent and idiotic it is when you look at the two things. I mean, he's gonna give his life for the child that he saw, a child that he saw for the first time in his life, yet he's gonna kill his nephew.
Yeah, it just doesn't add up. Like it's not the same Luke. Maybe it's gonna be the Luke.
Yeah, we had a chat the other day with Matt Wilkins, the EU guy. You guys most likely know him. He's a good friend of ours. We do it regularly with him. We chat a lot, and it's going to be on his podcast, A More Civilized Age, which is going to come out, if I'm correct, next week, which you guys can see. We talked about theory and how Lucasfilm treats the fans there. And Ryan Kinnell was with us as well. So, with that said, maybe this is not Luke Skywalker. Maybe it's Luke Skywalker from the Thrawn trilogy.
Yeah, with the W.
Yeah, two U's in the name. The clone of Luke. Honestly, it will be interesting if it is that way. Not that I care too much because it's official canon. I simply cannot I cannot allow myself to care about it. But it might be interesting to see regarding that. So, I mean, we still didn't answer the question, how much did we enjoy Luke Skywalker? For me, at least, I wasn't wowed because, sadly, after 5 years of having a YouTube channel and going through Lucasfilm shit, I don't get wowed by Star Wars anymore, sadly. It used to be the old me, but now when I'm all grown up and depressed, or call it whatever you want, it doesn't excite me that much. It was a pleasant surprise, that's for sure. One of the things I loved the most about the scene was I have more editing material, and I really want the best for my YouTube videos, for our YouTube videos, you know. So The Mandalorian brought us a lot of great visual content, you know, that we can use from stormtroopers, from all other types of troopers, which you're going to see in some future videos, just so you know. So yeah, that's it regarding that. But I wasn't really wowed. I'm just in a way pissed that they didn't do this 5 years ago when they could have. It's not that they couldn't have, they didn't want to do it. That's the whole problem regarding that.
You know, the thing is, if we like magically forget, you know, the last 3 movies that they came out with, yeah, then they, you know, could have been a different story. Definitely. You know, if Disney started off with a Mandalorian instead of, you know, The Force Awakens.
Well, the problem is, I don't think it would have been that successful as it is right now, because honestly,
yeah,
the show is kind of meh when you compare it to previous content that we got before Disney bought it. And after having the garbage sequel trilogy, aka the worst Star Wars content to date, it's honestly not surprising that everyone is enjoying something mediocre as something the best that Disney ever did, because we had the sequels. You can't really get worse than that. So I completely understand that everyone is a fan of The Mandalorian after seeing that garbage. Although if it came out in 2015 instead of the sequel trilogy, it wouldn't have been that popular, if you ask me. They really need to up their game, and they did in season 2, which is surprising to say the least. So yeah.
Yeah, if they keep that up, that's going to be a really good show. That's for sure. It's going to be enjoyable to watch. And, you know, that's something I'm looking forward to if they do their job right.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You know what Jango Fett said. They'll do their job well. I'll guarantee that.
Okay, let's go through some comments or whatever. Oh, we have Star Wars Elseworlds here with us. Just want to give a shout out to our buddy there. Make sure to subscribe to his channel. We did a collaboration last year, actually, 2020, just so you guys know, to clarify that. So he has a really good channel. It's basically fanon and stuff fans came up with.
He's got really good, interesting material.
Yeah, because the creativity with fanon never ends. So we really recommend his channel if you guys want to check it out. So yeah, Star Wars Elseworlds, great guy and good friend of the channel and us. So yeah, okay. Anyway, where were we with Star Wars Theory and Pablo Hidalgo? Well, in our podcast with Matt Wilkins that we did, which you guys are going to see next week on his channel, we talked about how people changed when Disney bought Lucasfilm, the people who worked in Lucasfilm. Or maybe they were simply new people. Like, for example, you have Pablo Hidalgo, who was in Lucasfilm for a whole lot of years, maybe even 2 decades, if I'm not mistaken, but at least 10 to 15 years. The thing is, this guy wasn't the way he was 10 years ago, and when Disney bought Lucasfilm, when Kathleen Kennedy came, he basically changed over the years.
Yeah, he changed like his entire personality and just kind of sprouted wings and started, bashing at his coworkers that he worked with and everything, and acting like he's, well,
I don't know. Basically, a complete 180 with him.
Yeah.
And you know what's ironic? We've noticed this with a lot of celebrities, with a lot of actors, we used to look up to, like back in the day before all this woke bullshit started with Hollywood. And the main problem is the ideology that is being pushed in the company. I can imagine that the way it works at Lucasfilm and Disney and stuff like that is you're either with them or you're their enemy, and you're losing the job. So you either subscribe to their ideologies and the shit that they're pushing and the way they treat people in general, or you don't work there anymore. I'm guessing that's the way it works there. So the ideology at Lucasfilm is the main problem. As long as Kathleen Kennedy and the story group and basically most of the people, I'm guessing, that work there are still there, nothing's ever going to change. You're always going to have the political crap in it that they're going to shove into Star Wars, which is one of the main reasons why we're never excited for anything new from Star Wars, because honestly, the stakes are not that high anymore. We simply don't allow ourselves to care about it because we know the way they work.
The thing is, like, it's better to have lower expectations and then be surprised than expect, like, something really cool and then, get disappointed in the end, as we got a couple times.
Yeah, we got disappointed with the sequel trilogy and quite a lot of time since Disney bought Star Wars. So our whole philosophy now is simply be cautious with what is coming out. Although we do go over the facts on who's working on the new projects, what they did before, and basically their pattern of the way they do things, which you can see on their Twitter and the blue check marks, which is not really good. It's not promising when you see who's making the content for you. So yeah, I don't know. It's basically all the ideology. Like, for example, we all know who Brie Larson is, the chick from which you get a lot of views if you put her in the thumbnail, because all the crap that she's said about people and stuff like that. I mean, as far as we're concerned, she can say whatever she wants, but that we're still allowed to criticize. Nonetheless, she used to be a completely different person when you look at her from like 10 years ago, before all the social media garbage, before, Hollywood did their indoctrination thing that they do with people. She was a nice girl, a humble person, basically. And then you have her in, 2019, 2020, you can see all the shit. And it's...
You can just see how she changed over the...
Yeah, and
over
became
a short period of time.
So unlikable as a person after all that. So it's basically typical indoctrination regarding that, sadly, and it's happened with a lot of people. And, I used to be a fan of a lot of people from, actors and stuff like that, and that was the young me. And now this is the more mature me, where I simply look at things differently, and it's not good, honestly. Sad to say that, to tell you the truth, guys. So yeah. Anyway, we have a donation here.
Oh, really? Oh, that's pretty nice.
It's from Wi-Fi117. Thank you very much, mate. It's $10. It really means a lot because we've had a lot of problems in the past year regarding revenue, especially. We basically barely made it last year, and we had a lot of health problems as well, financial problems, subscriber problems, drama problems, and a lot of things like that, because you guys know that you're not allowed to have opinions anymore.
Yeah, 2020 was just like a little package of shit altogether, and I'm really glad it's just done.
Basically, even if it wasn't for the pandemic, it was shit on its own. Not because of what was happening globally. It was simply a bad year for most people, as far as we can see, and very bad for us as well. Anyway, Wi-Fi said Disney messed up so badly I'm convinced it was more malice than incompetence. I think these people hate Star Wars and just view it as a vehicle to push their bullshit that wouldn't succeed as their own title. You're completely right, mate. They're basically using past glory from franchises that a lot of people love to push their political ideology. That's all it is. It's PC crap. That's what they use Star Wars for. And no wonder it failed. Honestly, we wish that it failed earlier, because there is not a franchise, not an IP on Earth that can survive that crap and stand on its own 2 feet. And that is what they do. They never use their franchise, their story, create something new, and put whatever they want into it. They always use something that people love. And that's how you, let's say, brainwash your viewers, especially if they're young. So that's what they did. I'm glad that there are a lot of people that also know that and see that as well. So yeah, thank you very much for the donation. It means a lot. Hopefully, we have a lot of plans for 2021 regarding our channel. We want to work much more. We got our health together a bit better, and we simply want to make some better plans for it, which is the goal, you know. Make a lot of project videos. We want to push the standards in all videos, not simply just push it out. And we're most likely going to work with some of our friends like James Arnold Taylor, hopefully, if he's up for it.
Definitely.
After all the drama that he went through this year as well. It's ironic because James Arnold Taylor is also a Lucasfilm employee in a way. And no one was there to defend him except for Mark Hamill, who defended him while at the same time shot all over him and shamed him for having an account at Power or whatever. So that's the defense you get from Hollywood nut jobs.
It's pretty much the same like what Pablo Hidalgo did to Star Wars Theory, and just get a clarification.
Yeah,
that's
he
that's
got
like on the same level, pretty much.
Yeah, James Arnold Taylor got a clarification instead of an... It's not even an apology. Mark Hamill doesn't need to apologize, but he was willing to help while at the same time shame him for doing something that Mark Hamill thinks is bad. So, I don't know. It's... the clarifications and the apologies and all that crap. Honestly, Star Wars Theory is a great guy. He didn't deserve what came to him, especially since he did more for Star Wars than anyone at Lucasfilm did. Maybe except for Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Maybe. But I'd say that they're on the same level regarding that. As you guys know, we're big fans of Dave Filoni. We always love the Clone Wars, and we have a deep connection with the actors there and everything, since we were with the Clone Wars since 2008, basically when we were 12 years old then. So we really love that show. We really love what Dave Filoni did. We love that it's George Lucas Star Wars, and we love the actors there. Honestly, so far they haven't disappointed with basically them being them, which we're very, very glad. And it's why we worked with James Arnold Taylor on our Obi-Wan Kenobi video, which is going to be re-uploaded this year and updated maybe 20 minutes longer than it already is. So yeah. Anyway, oh shit.
I'm just scrolling through the comments, huh?
Yeah, Wi-Fi1117 once again. Thank you very much, mate. You basically made this day, the 1st of January, a much better day for us regarding our revenue, like twice as much than we usually make. Thank you very much. Let's see what you have to say.
Thanks a lot, man, again.
The sequels showed that they thought they can make a steaming pile of junk with no consistency or respect for the past and slap a Star Wars logo on it and get away with it. So glad Solo flopped. Honestly, yeah, we completely agree. We're very glad that Solo flopped. Honestly, one of the things that we would say positive about Solo Star Wars Story, I always love the new trooper designs. It's always something that I can fit into my headcanon, because why not simply have more troopers and, and stuff like that. But honestly, it had the most woke shit up until the Rise of Skywalker.
The thing is, with Solo, now that we're mentioning Solo, I really liked the reaction that the director of the movie had, like, when the movie flopped. And that was very professional, and, Disney should...
Ron Howard.
Yeah, Disney should really stick to that and learn from that man.
Yeah. Despite the flop of Solo, Ron Howard said that he thought that he made a really good movie from what he had, and that he was simply sad that
people didn't see it like that, and that's pretty much it.
And that's something that we can greatly respect. He's a filmmaker that knows what he's doing and has basic common sense, which JJ and Ryan and all the rest of the Lucasfilm idiots don't know. So huge respect to Ron Howard regarding that, because he simply, did it professionally.
He took it like a man, took it like a champ, just handled it professionally, and
Maybe the biggest problem with Solo overall is John Kasdan,
pretty much.
Woke idiot that shoved his crap into it. With
the thing is, like, if Rian Johnson handled the criticism for The Last Jedi like Ron Howard did, that would have been a different story, I think.
Yeah, that would have been completely different, because, we can all take a bad movie. It's not a big deal. It's just a movie. Yeah. Even if it's Star Wars. We can take a bad movie. But instead of simply doing what Ron Howard did, Rian Johnson went out to call you and us and all of us man babies. And then JJ came in his defense and said that we're all threatened by women and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
We don't like a movie, you're racist, sexist, and all the isms and phobes. That's what you all are. That's when the attacks on Star Wars fans started really going.
Yeah. That's when they just went all out and just, realized that they can do that and that it feels good, and then,
Yeah, and then we have Chuck Wendig. Then we have Ray... No, I think her name is Ray Carson. I'm not really sure. The author of The Rise of Soy Walker novel. Then we have a whole lot of people that started attacking fans. Although Chuck Wendig's the one I always think of first, because he actually got fired for doing it too much. And it's not... I don't want people to get fired, despite how much I disagree with them. I don't want anyone to be cancelled. But that was unprofessional to that level that even the Lucasfilm said, like, whoa, mate, you're done.
Yeah, you gotta chill out, like.
So yeah, we don't want anyone fired, but at the same time, we don't have to respect them and what they do. So that's where it is. And that's the main problem when you're dealing with these types of Hollywood people, and not even them, the one who are on the same side as they are. They want you destroyed if you have a different opinion. And we don't think that way. And I'm guessing a lot of our subscribers and a lot of you guys that are listening now, you don't think that way, because it's not common sense. It's not right. It's not right if you disagree with someone, even if you're a complete opposite from that you want their lives destroyed, witch hunted, losing their jobs and stuff like that. We don't want that. No one normal wants that for people, but it's what they want for us. And we've talked about this a lot in our previous live streams, and the drama we've had. In 2019, we released a video regarding the Rise of Skywalker, and it was really controversial. We said a lot of things which were our opinions. Those of you who haven't seen it, it's been removed from YouTube by YouTube because it was really what do you call it? Can you fill me in? I just forgot the word, Dan. It was reported a lot because it doesn't go with the...
Yeah, it doesn't go with their ideology and what they're pushing on YouTube.
And it basically goes with our values, and as you guys know, we're from Serbia. We have different value system and definition of morality. Nonetheless, we're not going to go into too many details. We got attacked by B-level Star Wars, Dark Snovia, and basically their little... we're just going to say that they call themselves Fantifa. And that says a whole lot on their mindset, sadly. and we got attacked by them, which is no big deal. They're simply small channels, and they called us a fascist, a ismphobe, and stuff like that. And what came to mind at that point in time was, I honestly believe that what they were doing, despite how disgusting, how evil it sounds, I don't think that they think that they're doing a wrong thing. They believe themselves that it's the right thing to want someone's life destroyed, cancelled, calling them all sorts of things, like, you know, the fascists and all that crap, as they love to constantly throw at people. Those things mean nothing, basically, how much they throw them. And the thing is, I personally, me and Todd, we believe that they think that they're doing the right thing, even though it's not the right thing. But we also think that they think that we're pure evil for having those opinions. They don't think like normal people do. It's basically like saying, give me a...
You know, the thing is, like, the problem with them is they fight the man himself and not really his opinion. And I think that's where, you know, that's where the issue lies. You know, if you were fighting opinions with opinions, yes. But if you're going to fight them, you know.
Yeah, that's definitely it. And they did what they did with us. And what's ironic with those types of people, me and Todd had a conversation between ourselves. It was basically like, as soon as they start disagreeing with a single thing in between themselves, in that Fantifa group, they're going to go on to... It's going to be war immediately, because they're not capable of accepting anyone's opinions if it differs from theirs. Guess what, guys? Matt Wilkins, he was also attacked by them, even though he was friends with them before it. Because he's a good guy. He's good with everyone. He doesn't care about what you believe. He cares about, do you like the EU? Do you like Star Wars? He does too. And he was also attacked by them there as well. And at the end of the day, he told us that, yeah, they were at war with each other, which is not surprising at all. They disagreed on a single thing, and that's what Fantifa does. God, what a bunch of idiots! Unbelievable.
I just feel sorry for them, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I actually feel pity for them. What brought them to that mindset?
Look what has become of you.
A rat in the desert.
All right. Well, I guess that's enough of that.
Okay, we have another donation, Maximo. What do you think about Sam Witwer reprising his role as Starkiller in a live-action Star Wars film?
I would love that. I would really love that.
If
they did it right, of course, and you know, if there's no bullshit in the movie, then yes.
You know what's the biggest problem every time we talk about what if this happened, what if that happened? The problem is, if we're talking about old Lucasfilm, LucasArts, you guys remember the good old days. If we're talking about them, definitely yes. He is Starkiller. They used his face for Starkiller in The Force Unleashed 1 and 2. The thing is, nowadays, 2021 now, even, damn, time flies too fast. I feel fucking old. And I'm only 24. And the problem is, every time someone says, would you like Starkiller movie with Sam Witwer? If it's the good old days, definitely yes. I'm all for it. I was for everything at that time, because it was clean Star Wars based on the story and expanding the universe.
Yeah, with no politics in it or whatsoever.
When you say it today, would you like it? My first reaction is, Disney is making it, no. I'd rather them not touch anything because they're going to destroy it. That's my first reaction to every single show that they announced. Don't do it. Because I'd rather not get Star Wars content than get crap Star Wars content. That's my philosophy, at least. I can live without anything new, but if you're doing something new, please make it good and keep it apolitical, without anything. I don't want my ideology in it, I don't want yours. I want it to be what George Lucas made it to be, Star Wars. Galaxy far, far away, with a story of its own, without real-life bullshit in it.
Yeah, the only reason that we watch Star Wars, well, not the only reason, but you know, one of the main reasons why we always loved Star Wars is because you get to get away from the real world and just, you know, enjoy.
It's entertainment.
Enjoy a bit of science fiction, and you know.
It used to be entertainment, and that's all we're asking for. And I mean, The Mandalorian is entertainment, but you know, it's watered down. It could have been 10 times better if they didn't need to start apologizing for the sequel trilogy and stuff like that. It's still... I'm not going to say it's the bare minimum now. Season 1 was the bare minimum, and fans were praising it. Season 2 is not the bare minimum anymore, although it can be a lot better, and for all of us who know the good old days, it should be a lot better, especially with the $20 million budget per episode. It should be better. I'm not gonna keep my standards low, simply because they have been low for 5 years, because Star Wars can be better, and it should be, and fans should demand better. And that's the problem. Fans are settling for the bare minimum. I mean, technically, speaking, if you guys understand what we're saying. So yeah, we should ask for more, and we should get better, because we deserve better, because of us, Star Wars has been thriving for 40 years, even though...
The thing is, not only do we deserve better, but we used to get better, so...
We used to get better, and because of the better that we used to get, I cannot simply pretend that this is the best thing ever now, because it's not.
Yeah. Just remember the Star Wars games that came out 2005, 2006, and all those. Yeah, LucasArts, Pandemic Studios, and that was shut down by EA. But
you basically got about three games a year at least.
Pretty much, man. Like Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2.
Basically came a
Old
year
Republic,
apart. 1 year apart. Knights of the Old Republic came out 1 year apart, 1 and 2. Unbelievable. Those are some of the best and most complex and deep stories in all of Star Wars that you will ever find.
Yeah, like, just the story on Kreia is, like, deeper than anything in The Mandalorian is right now.
They basically created a whole philosophy of a character that you only see in a single game. I can't remember if she's mentioned in other parts of Star Wars only, like Easter eggs. But basically, her whole entire story is in Knights of the Old Republic 2, and it's the deepest, most complex story and philosophy for a character that I've ever seen in a video game. So when they have Din Djarin and Grogu just being there and cute, and Din Djarin just being there with his T-visor looking badass, it's not special. It's nothing. You need a character. I don't need a guy in armor to look cool. I need a character that has a character. That has character in him. That's what he needs.
A bit of character development.
So yeah, regarding the answer to would we like Sam Witwer, honestly, I'd love to see Force Unleashed 3 more than I want to see a movie. I'm more for getting Star Wars content in comics, games, especially games, instead of it always being TV shows and movies, because it's being watered down. Star Wars used to be an event, guys. Now it's just, we have more Star Wars. Meh. Basically like that. It's not special anymore. It used to be an event, it used to be great, and now it's just watered down because too much is not really serving it well, because not all of it is good.
I'm going to give a different answer to that question.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it now, Lord Vader. Strike him down with all... Alright, so what I would like first is for the Lucasfilm story group to change. And then I would like a Starkiller movie with a new group that's actually good.
I'm still more for getting The Force Unleashed 3 and even 4. Why not? Because when I look at the games, even under Disney, even with their political agenda intact, the games were pretty clean. They didn't have crap in it at all. Like Jedi Fallen Order, I wasn't excited for it because I'm not excited for anything. I was pleasantly surprised because I was cautious. It had a great story, and as far as I can see, they don't screw up with games. And I simply wish that they released more games. It's something you can play all over again. Very enjoyable. It would remind me of the good old days, honestly. And I'd much more prefer more games and simply scrap the TV shows, scrap the movies. Too much is too much. It's being watered down. So that's at least my point of view regarding that. But yeah, what Todd said, it needs to change at Lucasfilm. Yeah, because this is...
They got to do a 180 with their story group, and then they can do whatever they want.
What's the main problem?
As long as they have a good story group, I'm even fine with them doing like an older public series. If they're gonna do it right, if they're not gonna push politics into it, then yes, like give it.
What's the biggest problem there? It's not only Lucasfilm. The whole Hollywood industry is out of their fucking mind.
The thing is, like, it's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen. That's the problem.
It's only, like, wishful thinking. Yeah, that's all it is.
and we simply have to accept it. Although there is so much Star Wars content that came before, and that's amazing, that you'd need about 50 years to cover it all, basically. So don't worry, guys. There's always more Star Wars content that you've never seen, and it's from the good old days. It's pure Star Wars. So yeah, it's never going to change at Hollywood. It's all wishful thinking, and from time to time you get something good, but most of the time, I mean, just take a look everything that they announced. We already know that half of it is going to be woke because of the people working on it, because they simply cannot help themselves. How
And
obsessed
I don't know,
they are.
and I don't know what is up with them, like doing mediocre characters like that. Like it's not even that. It's like they have a fetish of like bringing old characters, or not old, just dead characters back to life for like for their own show and whatever.
Yeah, basically they kill off Han Solo, then they do a Han Solo movie. They kill off Darth Maul in Rebels, despite our love for Star Wars Rebels series as a whole. They bring him back in Solo as live action, and you
Yeah.
already know how he dies. So it's kind
And
of
it's the same deal for Cassian Andor as well. Like we know how he dies in Rogue One, so why bother do a show? He was good the way he was. Just don't touch it anymore. It was good.
There was too many stupid ideas.
Yeah.
Too many stupid ideas that no one ever asked for. And honestly, at the end of the day, I don't know a single thing that anyone asked for that they did. Did anyone ask for the sequel trilogy at the very beginning? I certainly didn't. I don't know about you guys, but I didn't care about it at all. So yeah. Anyway, we got another donation from Mazero. Sorry for butchering your name. English is not really, it's not really our language at all, just so you know. So sorry about that. Thank you very much for $10. Really like your content. I enjoy Luke's return, but I agree. For now, Disney Lucasfilm has ruined the process of anticipating new Star Wars content. They need to leave the Old Republic alone until KK leaves.
Indeed.
We agree, but it's still Hollywood, When she leaves, it's not going to change. Maybe slightly, I hope so. But we don't really have our hopes up because we know what type of people we're dealing with.
The thing is, like, if you're looking at it that way, like, what if someone worse than Kathleen Kennedy comes over and replaces her?
True, because you can always have worse in Hollywood.
Definitely.
That's definitely, true, sadly. So, yeah.
The thing is, as long as they keep their bullshit in the books, I'm good with it.
Same here. Just keep it apolitical, and that's all we're asking for as fans. And, I don't know. Honestly, guys, I don't think it's ever going to get better like it used to. Maybe it's just... I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at the glory days as being a Star Wars fan and thinking this way. Or maybe I'm just old at 24.
The thing
I don't
is, I think the best golden age to be a Star Wars fan was 2005 or 6.
Yeah.
And then all the way to 2012 before Disney took over.
Yeah. I completely agree. Basically, 2005, Revenge of the Sith came out. You basically had the whole Star Wars story that George Lucas intended. All 6 movies, you have a beginning, middle, and an end, a happy end, which we like to talk about a lot. It really means a lot to us, as you guys know, with our headcanon and stuff like that. But nonetheless, it was in the golden age. All the movies came out. We didn't need more movies than 6. It was perfect.
And plus we had all the games.
And we had so many games, so many new stories that fit around the movies and simply widened the whole galaxy. We had the EU. There was so much great content. I don't remember anything bad that ever came out then. I don't remember anything that was bad.
Pretty much.
Basically, I was always satisfied with everything.
And hence why I'm saying, like, that was the golden age to be a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of hoping for those times to come over again, and just for the Lucasfilm story group to do a 180 and.
Yeah, but the biggest problem is the ideology. That's what changed everything. That's what changed people. And now they're so.
Well, that's
far
why I'm
gone.
saying they need a 180.
Definitely. Anyway, we have a question here from Jordan Wheeler. Wait, what was going on with Theory? Well, basically, mate, Star Wars Theory was let's say, targeted. I wouldn't even call it attacked as much as it was disrespected by Pablo Hidalgo for Star Wars Theory shed a few tears when seeing Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian, which is completely fine. I mean, we're not people that cry over fiction, but it doesn't matter. It means a lot to him. As far as I remember, Star Wars Theory, Luke was his hero when he was a kid, and he was fighting against cancer, if I'm correct. And he won, thank God for that.
Indeed.
And basically, Pablo Hidalgo simply said that, what do you say,
Emotions are not for sharing, yeah.
Yeah, emotions not for sharing. And
which was pretty pathetic to say.
It was pathetic.
Yeah.
When you look at it that way, it's basically you have Lucasfilm employees attacking Star Wars fans for years, and alongside that, they attack Star Wars fans when they don't like their product, and now they're attacking Star Wars fans when they like their product. Like, what is wrong with them?
Yeah.
And it's basically, like we said many times before, SJWs, blue check marks, they will never be satisfied, they will never be happy. If you do everything they wanted you to do, they're not going to be happy.
They're just going to look for more and, push the boundaries. And
it's always pushing the boundaries with them. They're never happy, and honestly, all I can say about them, they're disgusting.
The thing is, it's not the right kind of boundaries to be pushing.
Yeah. They say they want something, but they don't want it. They are thinking about something completely different. It's always that way. And when you pander to them, you're going to be eaten alive eventually. It happens all the time.
Eventually, yeah. Because they're going to come up with another, bullshit, and...
Yep, definitely. Oh, I'm out of breath, mate.
Oh, have a drink.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Oh, Golden Age Majestic gave us a $5 donation. Thank you very much, mate,
Thanks, man. It really means a lot.
We basically made a whole week worth of revenue over this live stream. Thank you very much to all of you that have helped out. Honestly, we had a rough time this year regarding surviving as a channel.
Regarding overall. Pretty much everything, but we're kind of glad that's just over. And
honestly, I'm shortly gonna talk about something before I answer your question there regarding this stuff. We're basically here at Todd's Place right now. We're playing a game. We're talking about stuff we love, stuff we're passionate about, and basically even sharing some problems that we have, in life and stuff like that. Simply being honest with you guys. And you guys are giving us donations for us being us, which is more than we deserve and more than we ever asked for, basically. So thank you guys very much. Because honestly, we never even gave super chats to anyone because we can't. We're not in a position to do that. So. We're not in a position that we can do that, So thank you guys very much. We really appreciate it. You have no idea how much it helps us. And hopefully we're gonna get, more content out this year and not make it mediocre. We always like to push some boundaries with the editing and stuff like that. And sadly, it takes a lot of our time. I mean, I've been editing a video since last Friday, and I finished it maybe yesterday. That's 6 days for a 6-minute video that you guys are gonna see next week, because the music takes a whole lot and we just want to make it perfect, and sadly it takes a lot of time. So thank you guys very much for everything. Anyway, let's answer the question here.
The thing is, if we were to speed it up, it's not going to be the same. It's in not quality, going to be the same. And we can mesh up a video in 2 days, but it's it's not going to be the same.
Actually, we can do it in 1 day. I can write the script, you can record it, and we can put 5 pictures, and that's it. But the thing is, it's not satisfying for us. As you guys have noticed, we've re-uploaded a lot of our videos from before, and even done remakes of old videos, because we want to make the perfect story video of this and this character for ourselves. You guys might not notice the music in the background, how much we try to make it fit together perfectly. You might not notice the images that we used, the Easter eggs that we mix everything up, but it takes a whole lot of time for me to edit all of that and for Todd to record it.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but we do it for ourselves.
Sometimes it even takes me maybe about 5 hours to record something because, I just struggle with English a bit, and I just want it to be as perfect as it possibly can, and that's why it takes a lot. But
yeah, and
hopefully that will improve. The more I work, I guess, the better my English will be. And yeah.
Yeah, we do those things for us. We want our videos to be perfect for ourselves, and we're thankful that you guys enjoy them at the same time, which is great. We just wish that we can do it much more. Honestly, there's the one thing I'm jealous of Star Wars Theory, and I always was. He makes videos so fast, and I can't edit that fast, especially the way we edit. It's not doable.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we bought some of the best computers that we could like 2 years ago. You know, fast Reddit and everything.
You know, I think it's even more than 2 years.
It's
but,
actually 3 years now.
Yeah,
so
3
they're
years.
And still not fast enough for, to render everything to make it, perfect. So.
Oh, and by the way, if you guys are wondering what I'm playing on, it's everything's on Ultra, and I'm rocking it on 32 gigs of RAM, DDR4. 1070 MSI Gaming X Edition, i7 6700K, and a 1TB of SSD M2, Samsung 970, and a 4TB hard disk. That's what I'm having in this machine right now. It could use an upgrade, but I'm really happy with how it works. Like,
basically, YouTube, what making videos allowed us to make
because
it better.
it's because of the program that we use for editing that we need a really good computer.
It takes a lot out of us. Anyway, let's answer the question.
All right, let's do it.
When are you guy gonna release the episode 9 review? I'm really interested in what you guys have to say.
I have the script right here, but it's just
what's the worst part? I wrote the script about 7 or 8 months ago. I gave it to Todd.
And it's just been sitting on the computer. I still haven't recorded it.
Yeah, what a dick, huh?
What a fucking dick.
basically, thank Todd that you didn't get the review for that. I mean, I worked my ass off to write the script. This dick didn't even bother to record it.
You know what, dude? You know what? I'm just going to go and... Well, I guess I could take the script and record it tomorrow.
Yeah, that would... Actually... We were actually planning on not bothering with the edit for that video because we care so little about the sequels. Marvel did it better. Shadowversity did an awesome review, and we recommend them. They basically said what we think about it, most of it at least. And Todd's just gonna record it, and we're just gonna give it with something in the background.
Yeah, just gotta give it a couple pictures, couple of videos, and it's gonna be a fast edit. It's not gonna be that smooth as it usually is in our videos, but just something in the background as I'm talking, and that's gonna be it. I don't even want to bother with it.
Yeah, we don't want to waste time on something we don't like doing because we're sick and tired of the sequels. We're sick and tired of Lucasfilm and stuff like that. So you're just gonna get more of a voice file, video. Although at the same time, we did talk about the Rise of Skywalker in one of our live streams. I think this is our 5th live stream ever, so you guys can see him on our playlist of live streams. We talked about it, but we can do it again. I mean, you can always shit more about the sequels. There's just so many plot holes and crap in it that you can talk about it for hours, like Marla does. Props to him for that. So yeah. Anyway, let's see what we have. Okay, Wi-Fi. Damn, is this your 3rd donation for us? Mate, you're going crazy. Are you like rich or something? Honestly, thank you very much for the $2. You struggle with English. I can't tell it all. We both do. Todd maybe slightly more.
I'm trying to pull my best off, but I'm still sad. I'm still having some issues. Like when I was with the what was it? A couple days ago when we were doing the live stream, with Matt Wilkins. I can't even say his name, dude. So when we were doing that, first I had some mic issues, and then I just couldn't even fucking speak, like I was retarded. I'm just Yeah,
he basically asking a question. Todd's like just there and saying nothing. But he completely froze.
Yeah, I just zoned out on him.
But honestly, that's not even the biggest issue regarding English. Serbian is our main language. We speak in Serbian all the time.
Yeah, it's like I don't think in English, and that's I guess that's the that's one of the issues, and I don't speak it that much. So,
well, the thing is, I edit the videos all the time, and Todd's most of the time Todd records it, because for some reason, even though my English is... I used to live in Australia for 12 years. That's how I know English, basically. My weird accent comes from there and mixing Serbian or whatever. I don't even know what my accent is. But I have a lot of trouble recording videos for some reason. It simply takes me a few hours, and I edit them most of the time and write the script. So Todd records them more than me. Like,
Yeah.
every fifth video, it's me recording, you know, being the narrator or whatever.
You know, sometimes even more, to be honest. But, yeah. That's how it works.
That's how we do it. But Todd simply has a easier time recording them. Although when we're talking on the live stream, he struggles more, you know, in talking live.
Yeah, I guess I still have to overcome that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it'll get better in time.
Because we're always thinking on Serbian, that's the thing, not on English.
Oh, it's not only that, dude. Like, when I'm recording a video, and, like, it's kind of funny, like, it's always quiet around here in my part of the city, even though I'm in the very center of it. But when I start recording, dude, like, every time there's going to be someone drilling something, or, like, a plane flying over or something. It's just ruined the entire recording for me, and, you know, that's what pisses me off the most when I'm recording a video, so...
Yeah, always something happens. Same here. I mean, I got a dog like 2 years ago. No, actually, it's not even 2 years ago. His name's Max. Yeah, it's a bit generic. Labrador Retriever. And basically, every time I'm recording, he decides to get loud and pisses me off a lot. It's really annoying to record. You know, one of the worst parts about having a YouTube channel is no one respects your time. Not even your family members sometimes.
And the thing is, they don't take it like an actual job, and, you know...
And the thing is, I mean, it is our job. We don't have real jobs. And it pays much better than the, you know, usual job. Although not in 2020. But, you know, no one respects you when you're a YouTuber in a way. And for some reason, they treat us like parasites.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you just kind of get used to it after... I don't know, if they're about 2 years, I guess.
Yeah, no respect for your time and the time used to make a video. That's like the worst part about all this.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're sitting on the computer anyway. You're just going to do it later, and, you know, that's...
Yeah, they don't think it takes something more, yet it takes a lot out of my day, every day at work. You know, it sometimes even gets frustrating when I simply can't do it. The music especially. The music's one of the worst parts that takes the most time out of it all. Needlessly. So yeah. Anyway, we simply got off topic a bit, talking about ourselves too much. I mean, I can see because of how many people are watching. Suddenly, it's like 50 people down. You know. Anyway, let's go a bit through the comments. You guys can ask us anything now. Maybe we're just gonna take a pause on the whole drama situation with Lucasfilm and all those
You know, the thing is, like, when you go ahead and find a comment that we can answer, and I'll just say something like, that's been going on ever since The Force Awakens. We got attacked by well, not by actual Disney, but by Star Wars fans. You know, simply for speaking our mind out for The Force Awakens, because we thought it's going to be a bad movie, and it turned out it was. But before the movie even came out, we did a video that it's going to be shit, and people didn't agree with us, and we got attacked and stuff like that. And then, you know, when The Last Jedi came out, it was the same deal.
No, we didn't do it for The Force Awakens. You mixed it up a bit.
No, but like, we did a couple of just mentioned it and everything.
Yeah, we talked about it. We didn't like The Force Awakens, and then we got the backlash for it. But our main thing is we're always gonna say exactly what we think here. We don't plan to pander to anyone at all. So yeah. Oh shit.
It's kind of funny though. Like, when The Last Jedi came out, we had some people that were in the comments that were, you know, talking shit to us and everything. And then when The Last Jedi came out, and when we turned out to be right, that's when they came over to our comment section and were like, hey, you guys were really fine. Well, not fine then. You guys were, like, right about that all along.
Yeah, to us it was obvious that it was directionless, the sequel trilogy. As soon as we saw The Force Awakens, we knew it was directionless because simply what they did, it had no point and it was leading to nothing. we saw right through them, and basically people were simply apologizing, when the Last Jedi came out, which was really nice because you rarely actually get an apology on YouTube. You always get shat on. That's what we've been dealing with for 5 years.
Or you get a clarification.
Yeah, you get a clarification like Pablo Hidalgo did for Star Wars Theory. Honestly, Theory is a really nice guy. Actually, I messaged him like 2 days ago. Simply, chatted a bit with him. I really appreciate what he's doing, and stuff like that. Oh, look who's here! We have Ivan Ortega. Actually, his name is Ivan, just so you guys know. But for some reason, people who speak English call him Ivan because
Well, that's how you pronounce it in English. So yeah. Well, it's a pleasure to have you, man, here.
Thank you very much, mate.
Where
where has he been for so long? I haven't seen you, mate, a long time. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, we're going back to the Last Jedi times. By the way, to everyone, Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Definitely.
I sincerely hope that it gets better this year because last year was simply the worst that I've ever had in my life. I hope it's going well for you. So how's that solo edit going, mate? By the way, you guys can subscribe to Ivan Ortega. I'm going to call it that way because I know that it's his name, a real name. Make sure to subscribe to him. He has a great channel. He did the Last Jedi edits and made a garbage movie watchable. Actually, it was an unwatchable movie. He made it watchable. And you can also see the whole product on his BitChute channel because that's where you can watch it. Holy. So yeah, make sure to subscribe to Ivan. Great guy.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, where were we? Oh, look. I remember Ewoks Unhinged, B-Level, Star Wars, and Dark Snovia. Those guys were literally just being jerks. No, those guys were actually just being Fantifa. So it's even bigger jerks at that point. Dicks, call them whatever. I don't know. So yeah, we remember them very well. Okay, let's see. Jordan Wheeler. Sorry if I'm spamming, but what do you think of the Clone Wars Season 7? You tried watching it, to me it really was bad, and how the lightsabers look like floppy dildos. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the last. It was the last George Lucas Star Wars that we're ever gonna get. The stories are from way before Disney cancelled the Clone Wars and bought Star Wars. So overall, despite the boring Martez Sisters arc and the Bad Batch arc that we already saw in an unfinished setting or format, actually, in 2015, the season could have been better, but the last 4 episodes were absolutely amazing. It was like watching The Revenge of the Sith all over again for the first time, honestly. It was the last thing that I was excited for from Star Wars overall, from Disney overall. I'm very happy how it turned out. I absolutely love the Clone Wars. Some people don't like it, which is completely fine. We grew up with it. We know James Arnold Taylor, the Obi-Wan that just killed Todd here in Battlefront. So it has a lot of meaning to us. We grew up with it. We know the people that worked on it, and it's deep for us, and it's George Lucas Star Wars. Sure, some people don't like the animation. To us, we would simply prefer that they kept the animation the same all the time in all their shows. I mean, Rebels probably would have been considered a better show if
it just had the Clone Wars animation in it.
Yeah, definitely that. So, I don't know. We simply loved it. It could have been a better season if they simply, wanted it to. They could have done the Utapau arc as well, finished it. They could have done the Yuuzhan Vong arc, the Bounty Hunter one with Cad Bane and Boba Fett. Stuff like that. Honestly, if you ask me, if Disney's gonna do it and finish the Clone Wars fully with all the story arcs that were never released, I'd say at this point, don't do it. Don't do it because they're probably gonna change something because they tried woking it up here with Season 7, but thank God they didn't do it. So my thoughts are don't do it. Although if it wasn't Disney, Lucasfilm, I'd say go for it and finish it the way it used to be.
Definitely. As I said before, like as long as they change their story group, I'm fine with it, and they just go for it.
Oh, look.
as long as it's a different story group and an
Definitely. XSX Revan says, at which subscriber point will you guys do a face reveal? Well,
you know what's funny? We actually did that a long time ago, and people used to know how we look like, but
then we stopped because our faces are cringe and we simply weren't used to being in front of the camera.
or at least that's what you think until you actually.
If you go to our older videos, you can see it, and specifically, I'd call this my face reveal specifically. Luke, me, my one. You can see me completely alongside my girlfriend when I went to Tunisia. I have a Tunisia video that I released last year, but then I upgraded it and released it again about 2 months ago. I put 4K quality stuff into it. Simply updated the video because I love my content. I want it to be the best possible quality. It did get demonetized, and I'm gonna have to fix it up regarding the music and stuff like that. As you guys may know, we got demonetizations for almost every video from 2020. So we're gonna have to release it again, but you can check it out still. The Tunisia video, you can see what I look like. You can see my trip to Star Wars filming locations. So yeah, and you can even find Todd if you scroll down, a few years back, maybe.
Maybe I don't think you can actually.
Actually, you can watch the Scoundrel's Cantina channel trailer from 2016. You can see us both there, and then you can unsubscribe.
Yeah, I would just say don't fucking do it.
Basically. So yeah.
Okay. Once we get a decent camera, then yes. But right now, like the only thing I have is a Trek IR, which is like for head movement in video games, but that's about it. I don't have a camera.
Anyway, we have Ivan Ortega once again with a $5 donation. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, man. It really means a lot.
Last Jedi edit guy. I had to take a bit of a break, but I see that I need to go back a bit into the fight. Love your work, guys. Hopefully we can do something together. I'd definitely be up for it. Honestly, next live stream we can do it together as far as I'm concerned. I love your content as well. I love that. What I love about Ivan specifically, out of all the fandom menace and stuff like that, sure, we can all bitch about Disney all the time, and it's justified, but with Ivan, he's trying to find something good in the shit show known as Disney Star Wars, and that's something that I can greatly respect with Ivan. So once again, guys, go to his BitChute channel, go to his YouTube channel and subscribe, because he has a lot of great content, and he did a lot for the fandom, and I don't think a lot of people appreciate that, what he did, and simply forgot about him in a way. That's how I feel about it. So he needs to be on the forefront for Star Wars fans once again, because he did a lot for us and no one's paying attention as much as they should. And also, if I remember correctly, Ivan had a lot of problems on his channel, some demonetizations and stuff like that way back. So yeah, go and subscribe to him. He definitely deserves it. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for being here. I haven't heard from you in at least a year, if I'm correct. We talk on Facebook and stuff like that. Anyway, let's see what's next. Oh, General Rex CT7567, moderator and friend of the channel, is going. So thank you for being here, mate, and have a happy New Year if at all possible.
And a Merry Christmas.
Yes, and God bless as always to all of you. Honestly. Okay, let's see what we have from the other questions. I'm just gonna have to take a drink because my throat's dry.
Gotta refresh it. Shit, I forgot my drink. Oh well.
By the way, guys, it's 1:30 a.m. here in Serbia.
Oh well.
It's probably 6 hours less if you're from the US or some Westerner, some Western spy. If you're some Western spy, then it's definitely different. So yeah, let's see. How did you guys meet each other exactly? Because you don't live together. Yeah, you guys make such good and fun content.
The thing is, we live in the same city, so
Well, let's say it this way. We know each other for about 16 or 17 years. Basically, we went to primary school since grade 1. Became best friends over loving Pirates of the Caribbean and Lord of the Rings, and then later got into Star Wars, and we've been two best friends since first grade, And out of all the people, when we finished primary school and high school, we simply stuck together, you know. Over the weekends, we'd, you know, have fun, have a sleepover, play some games, you know. Basically that. So that's we're simply best friends. We have a lot of the same interests, and that's never going to change. You know, that's how we know each other, and we accidentally started a YouTube channel. We didn't know specifically what we were going to do.
It was more of a let's do it.
Yeah, we didn't know what we were going to do, and some of the first videos were a review of Glock 17 Airsoft.
Yeah, that was the first video. Glock 17 made by ASG KWA. That was the first one. It was a Gen 3 Glock, and you know, it's funny how time flies. I actually have a Gen 5 right now, so.
One of the other videos that was first was a review of my first lightsaber that I ever bought for myself, that I ever had a chance to have, was none other than my favorite.
Yeah.
It was an episode 4 Luke Skywalker lightsaber, aka an Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, and that's my favorite, always was.
You mean Rey lightsaber?
Yeah, go and you know, fuck off. Yeah. So we did a review on that also, and we might do it again, simply to have it in, you know, in a video collection. I don't know if you guys know this, but my goal personally is to review every single thing that I have in my room, in my collection, every single Lego set, every single
fine addition to your collection.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. And we did a few tributes in the past few weeks. Some were re-uploads, some were updated from the old ones, of that exact lightsaber. And instead of doing a review, I decided to make a tribute video where we recorded that lightsaber and simply made a tribute for, you know,
for that
Anakin
character.
Skywalker.
Yeah. Same as for Luke Skywalker.
Same for Luke Skywalker when I got my AliExpress China version of of Luke's lightsaber, which is surprisingly 10 times better than the Black Series one, honestly.
Yeah, the thing is with the Chinese one is it has the slim, you know, the slim part with the emitter.
Yeah, it's much better done, and we also have about 10 colors on it, so we can use it for Darkseid Luke from Dark Empire as the red one as well. Ironically enough, we can use the same lightsaber for Old Republic. You know that cinematic with the brothers, Arkin and Thexan, when they were young?
Yeah.
The first lightsaber that they made had a yellow blade, and it's the exact same as Luke Skywalker's, except that it's yellow, you know. So it can be a lot of things, and we have a lot of colors in it, which is very helpful for making those tribute videos that we like to do. So yeah, anyway, let's see, we have another donation from Maximo, once again. Thank you very much, mate. I don't know how many times I'm gonna thank you guys for all this, but
as long as it takes.
It means a lot to us.
Definitely.
Do you feel like The Mandalorian has that Star Wars feel to it? You go first, because you're the apologist out of the two of us.
Oh, really? Well, the thing is, in Season 1, no. But in Season 2, kind of, yes. I would say it's because of the old characters in it. And definitely some scenes to it. You know, the sonic boom, the, you know, Luke Skywalker scene, and, you know, certain scenes have a Star Wars feel to it, but I don't know, it all depends on what a Star Wars feel is to you specifically.
Yeah, it's really more
of a personal thing, I would say, you know.
Definitely. For me, I know,
because I'm not gonna shit onto anyone's Star Wars, you know. It's your Star Wars, just as you know, same as mine. So.
Oh, you're dead.
I know. That was just a whole bunch.
Regarding me, Season 1, not at all. I disliked Season 1 quite a bit. It actually bored me a lot. I don't like Season 1 of The Mandalorian. I'm never going to watch it again. The only thing I'm going to do from it is I'm going to take some awesome scenes for the editing, for some trooper types, and that's all. Regarding Season 2, as we said before, legacy characters made it bearable. Well, made it good, actually. In the end, not even bearable, it made it good. So, definitely the most Star Wars scene there, to me, was the... what do you call it?
Luke Skywalker?
Not even that. I'm over Luke Skywalker since the last.
Oh, was
Jedi.
it Boba Fett then?
Yeah, Boba Fett definitely. Not so much him in his armor, but Tamara Morrison made it feel Star Wars for me when talking about the Mandalorian Civil War, Jango Fett, and stuff like that. Really, for an EU fan like me, it was music to my ears. That and the, what do you call it? The discharge, the
Seismic charge?
the seismic charge was satisfying as hell. All the prequel stuff that they put in there felt Star Wars to me. All the original trilogy stuff is simply, to me, it's watered down thanks to the sequels and Solo and too much Galactic Civil War era content. So yeah, that's how it is for me regarding that. Not even Luke Skywalker that much. Honestly, Luke Skywalker is not my favorite thing in the season. I enjoyed the Slave One much more. But yeah, it was great as well. Okay, let's go through some comments. Dan says Star Wars Theory has everything coming to him. He's absolutely awful. You want a real fan page? Go to Hello Greedo. Well, I can say that I agree with you, mate. Honestly, Star Wars Theory didn't have it coming to him. He did nothing wrong. He simply enjoyed something that Lucasfilm gave, which is a rarity these days, and he got shat on for that. So if someone's going to be shat on for enjoying something, or even disliking something, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
What kind of a fan base is that then?
Yeah, what kind of fan base is that then? That when someone enjoys it, they get shot on. I mean, remember that guy that cried for the Rise of Soy Walker trailer? Honestly, at first glance, to me it seemed cringe, funny, stuff like that, whatever. I know it's not nice, but I'm being honest, that's how I felt. But he shouldn't be bullied for enjoying something, even though I would never cry for fiction. I would never do it. I would never get excited for something that is not real that much. But it's completely in his right, and he shouldn't be bullied, or, let alone cancelled. God forbid that. Cancel culture is cancer. So yeah, I don't know. He shouldn't be treated that way. Although regarding Hello Greedo, I don't want to shit on anyone here, but I'm going to tell you my honest opinion, because I'm always going to be honest regarding this stuff. To me, he's a bit too apologetic for Disney Star Wars. Maybe even too optimistic at points when we don't have a reason to be optimistic about some things because it's not getting better. So yeah, he's a bit too apologetic, but I would never call him a shill. I doubt that Disney Lucasfilm is so generous to give people money for talking good to them, unless you're some bullshit show site, like, I don't know, Vox or something like that. I don't know, you know those.
All the pages that the beautiful articles for Star Wars come from.
Basically that. Unless it's them, I wouldn't call anyone else a shill, because it's most likely not true and people simply use it as an insult. Same with the toxic fans. I don't know if we ever called anyone toxic fans, and we don't believe it. Toxic fans don't exist in a way. You only have SJW retards that are not fans and are acting like they are that are here to infest your franchise and destroy it. And indoctrinate you if possible. That's all we have. There is no such thing as toxic fans. Maybe some extremists, but
it's a rarity, I would say.
Yeah, people. You can't call someone. I mean, you can call them whatever you want. It's within your right. But someone's not toxic if they love something and want something to be better because it can. That's not being toxic. And toxic is one of those words that is so overused that it means nothing. Same with the fascist, the Nazi, the blah blah blah, the ism phobe, fuck off. That's all a lot of bullshit. And it's not true. So that's all we have to say about that. Let's see. Hello Greedo spent years berating the EU and prequel fans, but now he ridicules anyone who dares criticize the sequels. That's interesting. I didn't really know that, except for I know about the EU and the prequel part that he shed a lot on those, not fans but parts of Star Wars, which I wouldn't call it justified, because praising everything from the sequels and shitting all over the EU is contradictory at best, because the Disney canon is constantly taking from the EU. So it's not fair, and it's not true. It's not the truth, and the truth matters. Let's be honest. That's one of the biggest problems with Lucasfilm. It's all about the agenda. It's not what is and what isn't. Okay, let's see what else we have in the comments section. By the way, guys, this is probably the record amount of people that we've had on this live stream. So thank you guys very much for that.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I think the top was like, what was it, 20, 30 people, something like that?
Yeah, it was about 30 people the past 5 times, and today it was 130. So thank you guys very much. We're going to make this a regular thing, because this is probably going to be... It's the easiest way for us to tell you all what we think. Instead of writing a script, making a video, editing it, and not a lot of people are going to see it. We don't really enjoy making those videos. We want to make stories of characters and lists of trooper types and vehicles. That's what we're interested in. And some tribute videos and LEGO reviews. That's what we want to do, instead of simply talking about this stuff and editing it. So this is going to be our way of addressing some issues in the fandom and simply saying what we think. So get used to live streams. We're going to do it regularly. Yeah. And also, we'll be honest, it does pay the bills. It is one of the reasons that we do them. But this is really enjoyable, especially when we're not getting hate for sharing our thoughts.
Dude, we're only sitting here and playing Battlefront, and I'm not going to complain, that's for sure.
Doing this, despite the 5 years of editing and hard work, this is a privilege to do something like this.
Yes.
It is, and we're not going to pretend that it's not. We're very thankful for what we have, and thankful for all of you. Amen to that. Okay, let's see. Question. Of all your Star Wars memories, experiences, collectibles, items, physical or not, what is your favorite? You want to go first?
Well, I have a couple, but I'm going to go with one, and that is seeing Revenge of the Sith for the first time in the theater.
No, not that. Collectibles.
Oh, collectibles. Well, I don't really have a lot of stuff from Star Wars. I do have a Boba Fett helmet, which was made by a good friend of mine. And then also I have a really rare Slave 1 model kit that's not made anymore. So that's one of the dearest to me.
It actually got an award, I think.
It got 7 awards, actually.
7?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is a
beautiful model kit. It's just it's huge, like pretty much like UCS Slave 1, but it's an actual model kit.
Yeah, very detailed.
Yeah.
And I have the UCS one.
It's one of the favorite things I own from Star Wars stuff.
You know what's ironic? You're a fake fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about 10 things from Star Wars, and I have about 200.
Well, the thing is, you can't really get a lightsaber here because there's not actually a store that sells Black Series.
Not completely true.
Yeah, you got one from AliExpress,
I got 2
but
in total, honest. So, now we actually make them here. Todd makes them sometimes. He made an EVA foam DC-15. Is it S?
No, it's the DC-15A blaster carbine, the small one.
Yeah, from EVA foam, and it's hanging on my wall. Anyway, my part of the question is, what is my favorite thing from everything that I have?
I'm guessing it's probably a lightsaber, but
it's a really hard question. I don't know if you guys have seen my room. You can simply search up Gamescom Serbia 2019 or 2018. We did videos on it every year we went there, and I did a small room tour video at the end of both. You can see everything that I had then. Although I do want to do a new one, although I need to buy a better camera for that stuff because it's always out of focus. We always use our phones, so yeah, we're simply using what we have. So I'd really like to buy a better camera and do a whole review of my whole entire collection. But you can see my room there, and it's full of stuff. And one of my favorite things has got to be, it is my Anakin Skywalker lightsaber from Episode 4. because it was the only one in all of Serbia that was available, and it was the one that I wanted most, and I got it by sheer luck, or actually it was God's will, but nonetheless.
The thing is, like, after that, like, you can get a lightsaber over here. No way. And except, of course, AliExpress, but that's not the same deal. Like, it's
even though it's awesome as well.
Yeah.
That's one of my most prized possessions. My friend made me a Phase 1 Captain Rex in the Clone Wars style. That is also, and regarding the Lego, I have a few, because I have a lot of Lego. I have a lot of MOCs. My dearest thing, I'd say at number 1, maybe, I think it is number 1, is my clone base, which I made in 2009, and I've been upgrading it for 12 years now. Shit, now it's 12 years because it's 2021. And I'm planning on doing a showcase of it, like I did my clone army a month ago. And my Mos Eisley MOC, I also did a showcase on that. I'm going to do a showcase on my clone base, that it is the way it is now. And after that, I'm planning on some awesome upgrades for it. It's still going to be the same thing, but much better made and stuff like that. So you're going to see that. That's one of my most prized possessions. And also my Battle of Scarif MOC on my 3 base plates. And Mos Eisley Spaceport, because it is, after all, the theme of the channel. It's a MOC completely, and I'm going to do that showcase and review. After which, I got the Mos Eisley Cantina Collector's Edition a few days back. It's an awesome set. And I'm going to buy about 3 or 4 more base plates, the sand ones, and make a huge, double the size of my Mos Eisley Spaceport with the new Cantina set. So that's one of my favorite. Those are one of my favorite possessions regarding, the things that I have. But honestly, just type in Gamescom Serbia 2019 and 2018, and you can check it out. At the back there. Not a lot of people have seen it, sadly. I do put a lot of Easter eggs in my editing, so that you guys can see, but not a lot of people notice or even watch, so sadly. That's what makes me sad in a way. Oh shit, Weefy, you're still at it, huh?
What, again, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Who's your favorite character and why? Mine is Maul. Very hard question for me. Want to go first? I'm gonna take my breath.
No. I don't want to go first. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna just go all the way cliche and just say Obi-Wan. But that's about it. Or if you dig deeper into the Clone Wars, then Obi-Wan and Rex.
For me, you're not gonna get one answer. You're gonna get about 10 that I can
pretty
easily
much, man.
say that are my favorites. It's simply such a huge galaxy and so many characters that it's impossible to pick 1 or 5. You need at least 10, honestly. So, for me,
I don't think Tank would cover it. Actually,
it wouldn't. It wouldn't. But I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say my top 10 in a way. Definitely Anakin and Obi-Wan. Definitely, especially Obi-Wan, because James Arnold Taylor is a friend of ours, the voice actor of Obi-Wan Kenobi. We have a very special connection with Obi-Wan Kenobi there. It's one of our favorite videos that we ever made, which is gonna get an update. Much needed half an hour plus update. And Anakin, Obi-Wan, Captain Rex is my favorite clone out of them all. That's why I got a custom Captain Rex Phase 1 clone helmet. From the Old Republic era, it's definitely going to be Revan and Darth Nihilus as well. That's regarding KOTOR. Regarding Star Wars The Old Republic, the MMORPG game, definitely Ven Zalo. I like him a lot. Sadly, he didn't get a lot of story. I mean, I'm going to have to, go through the eras to tell you my favorite characters from each era, because that's the way I do it. And
yeah, I guess that's the only way you can really cover it.
Yeah, basically.
But saying, like, who's your favorite, no, that doesn't work.
That doesn't work, basically. I mean, I love Han Solo as well. Han Solo. Han. Luke Skywalker is always on the list. I mean, I am Luke, after all. If I didn't like Luke, I'd be a major dick. Ahsoka, definitely. One of the best female characters, alongside Satele, Shan, and Bastila. There's so many characters Kyle Katarn is definitely one of my favorite post-Return to Jedi EU character. Definitely. Chuck Norris of the Star Wars universe, nothing can top that. And I'm definitely missing more characters. I love the clones. The clones, I can name about at least 10 to 15 clones that are top-notch. Honestly. The clones made the Clone Wars great. And even Rebels, in my opinion. Yeah, then I forgot about the villains. I always have Sidious.
Sidious is the greatest movie villain,
Definitely.
in my opinion.
Definitely. Maul, they fleshed out Maul so much thanks to the Clone Wars that it's unbelievable. Such a deep and great character. I love the way they ended his story in Rebels because honestly, I'm thinking of making a Obi-Wan Kenobi tribute video with my lightsaber, because with my Luke Skywalker / Obi-Wan lightsaber, because I can change the color on it easily. So I do want to make an Obi-Wan tribute video, at least for this summer now, in about a few months, and call it Forgiveness. Because at the end, it seemed that Obi-Wan Kenobi forgave Maul when he, in a way, treated him as a friend when he, defeated him in the final duel. So yeah, I want to make it touching, like I did the Redemption of the Irredeemable is my Luke Skywalker from the original trilogy video, for example. Really proud of that one, saved his father, the most evil person in the galaxy, can be redeemed. And
yeah, that's what I love most about Luke Skywalker, just the redeeming quality in him, and just, the forgiveness,
I generally
the
love
goodness in him.
I generally love the concept, the main plot of the real George Lucas Star Wars, which is forgiveness and redemption for those that cannot be redeemed, because everyone can. And whether people like it or not, in Christianity, which we are Christians, redemption and especially of the irredeemable is a beautiful thing, and it is one of the main topics there of discussion, if I can say it that way. So it's something I really love, and it's a beautiful thing. The most evil person in the galaxy being saved because it's the will of the Force. Well, let's say it that way. When we say Force, you guys know what we mean. God's awesome. Okay, let's see what else we have.
Looks like this game of supremacy is never gonna end.
Yeah, they can go on for a while.
I
once
know.
played it for about 2 hours, basically.
Oh, I can even go longer.
It can. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about, we saw that Star Wars Theory had a, let's call it falling out with Eckhart's letter on Twitter. We don't have Twitter, but sometimes we simply check it out what happened, and in order to simply be informed on what happened, I know it sounds scummy, but we have to see what's been going on in order to, talk about it, because it wouldn't be fair. So basically, Eckhart's letter took the side of Pablo Hidalgo and Lucasfilm in the, let's call it, attack on Star Wars Theory, which isn't justified in any means whatsoever. And to me, that's really a scumbag move, in a way, because he is, after all, the guy that goes after Lucasfilm when Marvel steals some art from the fans and stuff like that. He basically does it justice, Eckhart's letter, regarding that stuff. Like, Marvel took this art from this fan, it's unjust, it's not right, blah blah. But now when Theory's being attacked for nothing, for simply enjoying content, suddenly he's taking the side of Lucasfilm, which I don't understand why. I don't understand why he would do that. Basically, Theory told him to mind his own business in the end and, stop being a self-righteous prick or whatever. I don't know. We also had some dealings with Eckhart's letter, sadly, honestly. I mean, he has good content and stuff like that, but it happened when Star Wars Explained attacked, well, not attacked, but bad-mouthed Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, and then tried to make money off it. He said he wasn't gonna. He doesn't like drama, and then he made a T-shirt regarding the drama, And then Jeremy told him to go to hell, whatever. And when that happened, I commented on a video regarding that I had, regarding my opinion there. Basically, Eckhart's letter simply came to the chat, started shitting over me as if I used to be a fan of Star Wars. As if we used to be fans of Star Wars Explained, and now we're against him in a way by simply, saying what we think. And he made, the comment section went on and went on. He was talking about some nonsense and unimportant shit. Like, I don't know how to say it, but the thing is, we don't want to deal with that guy at all.
I think it's I don't even know how you remember that.
I do, because sadly I do. And the thing is, it was such an unimportant topic, so stupid, so not worth making a fight off in the comments, It was just an opinion. And then, what happens usually then, when people know who you are? Basically, you have about a few people that then say, "Oh, Scoundrel's Cantina, you're the guy that used to be a huge fan of this guy." And then, I'm guessing, then Eckhart's letter's like, "What a scumbag, he used to be a fan of Star Wars Explained, and now he's not on his side," or whatever. So that's my guess, what happened there, why he was simply, pissed and against us when we weren't with Star Wars Explained. Because, it simply wasn't right. We're with Jeremy from G&G, in. So, yeah, the guy is, I don't know. He should really mind his own business in a way. I have nothing against him. He has good content. It is, he works hard, but I don't know. Let's just say that we're neutral regarding that. I just want nothing to do with stuff like that. Sadly.
Yeah. Well, let's just mind your own business and do our videos.
Yeah, basically that. And you know what happened with Theory? I remember watching the Geeks and Gamers interview with him.
Mm-hmm.
He said that Alex's wife from Star Wars Explained's wife made fun of him on Twitter, and he showed a tweet where she was, I don't know what she was specifically saying, but regarding Theory, getting emotional over Luke Skywalker. Really, I don't know why someone would do that. It's the same mentality as Lucasfilm, as far as I can see. And they are always on the side of Lucasfilm, as far as I can see. Well, for 5 years at least. Always picking the side of not fans and, corporation. Although still, it doesn't make him a shill. I'd never call him that. But it wasn't right. Imagine us getting, we're happy the Clone Wars is out, and someone's making fun of you, some other Star Wars channel, for no reason at all, because of it.
Yeah, it's just...
I don't get the point. Why would someone do that? I don't know. It reeks of jealousy, because Star Wars Theory is much more successful than anyone. And as I've said earlier, the only thing I'm jealous of Star Wars Theory is that he can pump out so much content, because I'd love to be able to finish my content in that.
Yeah, in that time.
In that time that he makes 10 videos instead of 1,
Pretty much.
He makes 10 videos, and I managed to make half of 1, and that's what I'm jealous of, because it's undoable in our editing style. So that's what we're jealous of there. Okay, let's see. Drama boosts channel awareness. Eckhart's letter trying to become a bigger channel by causing drama with content creators in the same pool of content as him. I don't know. It was only on Twitter. I didn't see anything on YouTube happening regarding that, but it was on Twitter, and Theory wasn't happy because of it, which is justified. He didn't do anything wrong, so possibly. Who knows? Let's see what else. For some reason, I always confuse Eckhart's letter with Generation Tech. To be fair, there are a few Star Wars channels that are very similar. Possibly, we had some, we used to mix up a lot of people earlier as well there, but we simply mind our own business regarding content. Honestly, when you start making Star Wars content, you stop watching Star Wars content. You only focus on what you're getting. If you understand what it means. Since we started, I'm only focusing on what I'm gonna make because I don't have time to watch other content. Maybe some, from friends on YouTube. I do it because, I trust their content and they are friends for a reason, So I do, but most of the time you stop watching because you mostly focus on getting your own stuff out. That's the way it simply works, Psychology, whatever. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, Geeks and Gamers did a stream with Star Wars Theory. Just go into the channel. It was a really entertaining stream, and actually it was on Drunk 3PO's channel originally, the full 2 hours or whatever. But this was just half an hour cutouts when they talked about the drama. Definitely check it out. Also, when we're on that topic, go to Matt Wilkins' channel. The EU guy, as we like to call him. He's a friend of ours. We did a podcast with him a few days ago. It's going to be coming out next week. It's regarding the topic of this live stream, basically. And also Ryan Kinno's there with us as well. RK Outpost. Great guy as well. Also a friend of the channel. So yeah, you know what's awesome with being a Star Wars YouTuber? Maybe some of the most interesting things. We met a lot of people that we like and that we can count on if we're ever in trouble here. And the same goes, around. So that's one of the best parts about, being able to reach out to someone and become friends. So that's what we really enjoy here. Although one of the worst parts of the comment sections, honestly. We got so much shit over the years for even some things that are not small, some things that are so small that are not worth even mentioning, but we got a lot of shit over the years.
It's just the very nature of YouTube and internet in general. So
yeah, and you learn to cope with it after a while, but at the start, it really, I'll be honest, it used to be really annoying. And as soon as we upload a video, we immediately get about 5 dislikes, simply for the sake of giving dislikes. It used to be annoying, but we don't care anymore. The only thing we want to do is, it's not about money. It never was, but it became about money when instead of searching for a job, we got YouTube. We do things that we love. We can pump out content every other day if we didn't care about our content. But we do, which is why it takes a whole lot more to edit every video and make it perfect in our eyes. So that's the way we simply do things. As you guys have seen with our re-uploads and updates on older videos, it's not that we don't have ideas for new videos, it's simply that we want everything to be the best it can be. And, when the 4K Star Wars came out, I felt unsatisfied with my older videos which had 1080p Star Wars in it, So basically I remade the videos in 4K simply for the sake of it, because it can be better, and I want it to be better. It is annoying. It is annoying for me as well, because I feel like I'm going backwards instead of working on new stuff. You know how it is. Yeah. Perfectionist and that stuff. It's not healthy, honestly. I wish I was satisfied with all the videos, but I'm not. I want to remake them and make them better, but at the same time we have to work on new stuff. So that's how it is. Okay, let's see. Liam says, I'm really happy to see you guys supporting Star Wars Theory. I've been subbed to both your channels, and I hope that you guys don't quit, as you put in the comments that you will be done with YouTube in 2020. Well, the thing is, let's just say it this way. Every year since we started YouTube, we had a lot of trouble each and every year. Take, for example, we started at the end of 2015. In 2016, we got 2 copyright strikes because we didn't know how YouTube worked well then, because we only started. That was the first challenge, and we got out of it. We thought we were done with 5,000 subs. That's 2016. 2017, on summer, like July or something like that, we suddenly got about 30 copyright claims on our most popular videos that were, giving us revenue so that we can make this all the time. It was really annoying at the time, and it was a big blow because it basically cut off our earnings and the way we pay bills in half and even more. That was the second challenge, and just so you know, those 2 challenges well, not even challenges, threats to us, to our, to us doing what we do, were nothing compared to the next ones. 2018, Article 13 from the European Union to completely cut off fair use on the internet, which means using a single scene or a single image that doesn't belong to us. And honestly, that basically means our channel logo technically isn't, the Jedi Order symbol technically isn't ours. That means the law would be removing immediately,
like, pretty much everything. Yeah,
everything. Like, imagine having a Star Wars lightsaber sound in your video in this live stream, for example. The very sound would get us removed from YouTube. That's what the law was. And it passed, and it still hasn't come into action here yet. But it was all a way to push more censorship on the internet, and let's be honest, that's what they want. They want to censor people, and this was going to destroy everything, and it passed, and we're still waiting to see what is going to happen, but we survived. The stress was huge. It was basically you're going to lose everything. Everything you worked for was going to be lost. That was 2017? No, 2018. 2019, we all had that COPPA bullshit with, children content and stuff like that. Basically, everyone who would be labeled as a for kids video wouldn't get monetized, and a lot of channels that were only Lego based or something like that, making reviews on toys and stuff like that, they're completely demonetized and don't earn anything. And we even survived that, and every time it's because of them giving us vague information on what's going to happen, and we worry for months and months, not knowing if we're going to have a channel tomorrow, and the stress was huge. Honestly, I got a few, thanks to YouTube over the past 5 years, at 24 years, I have a few grey hairs because of the stress level. Just so you know, guys. Then we have that passed, we survived it somehow, a lot of people did. YouTube is a very unsure job.
Yeah.
We don't really...
It can be really cool sometimes, but sometimes it's just way too much to handle.
And basically, after 5 years, we already accept that we can wake up one morning and lose everything, simply for it being YouTube. That's what they want, that's censorship, or whatever. So we accept that, because I have no more room in my life to worry about something that might or might not happen tomorrow. And even this year, we had problem with taxes in our own country, because they didn't want to work on the law. Basically, they wanted us to retroactively pay back all the taxes that we never paid 5 years back for all freelancers in the country. Yet they never had a proper law for that stuff, We would be paying taxes if it was 5 to 10%, as it is in other countries, yet they suddenly wanted 50% of everything we earned to give it to them. That basically would mean end of the channel, because we would have to get jobs. And so far, we survived that as well, although it's still unknown what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's still unsure about that. It's just, we'll see.
Because, it's constant trouble here on YouTube. It's constant drama. And that's what I hate about it, because I can't enjoy making videos and simply, earning a living and enjoy doing what I want in peace. And that's annoying with YouTube. A lot. A very problematic job. Yeah, if you have to rely on censorship to protect your ideology, it's probably not a good ideology, obviously. That's basically it, and it's all about control. Just say something they don't want you to say, and you're gone. And we know very well how it works, sadly. There's a saying here in our country. How would I translate that? It's so good to be stupid. Meaning that that you would be happier if you knew less. Like, remember when you were a kid, when you knew nothing about the drama in the world, drama anywhere, everything was colorful, everything was bright, and then you started knowing more things, getting more information, getting older, more mature, and it's like, I wish I was stupid like I used to be and knew nothing and simply enjoyed life. Well, that's basically how we feel in a way. No. Okay, let's see. what else we have. Gonna go back a bit on some of the comments because we probably we flew over too many already, and we're getting tired. We're gonna be finishing in the next 5 to 10 minutes, just so you know, guys. So let's see what else you guys have to say. So it's 2 a.m. where we're at, and we always choose this time so that most of our viewers are from the West, so it's not like we have a lot of options. We could make this over the day in our country, but we would have about 10 Russians here.
No, the thing is, like, I'm going to be playing a game to 2 or 3 a.m. anyway, so might as well do a live stream,
You might as well play while I shit talk for 2 hours.
Yeah, and you watch me suck at this game, so...
Yeah, because
it's a beautiful combo.
Yeah, because you're not a true Star Wars fan.
Oh, really? We're playing that card now, huh?
I mean, take a look at this. Todd's the one that was always excited for the games more than me. I'm always cautious regarding everything, thanks to, who and what. He's the one who's always excited and looking at the news and whatever. And I'm just like, when it comes out, I'm going to play it. Except for Squadrons. Fuck Squadrons. And Battlefront 2 comes out, he buys it, and doesn't have even... How much hours do you have? Not even 200 hours.
Dude, I don't even know.
He doesn't even have 200 hours, and I have about 1,500 so far.
No, it's just I end up playing some different stuff, and, well...
he's a fake Star Wars fan. He's basically... Just joking. He basically, in his free time, he's doing everything but Star Wars. I'll be honest with you guys, same here, same as me. Too much is too much. You gotta have variety in your life regarding that stuff. And Lucasfilm hasn't been making it easy for us to enjoy Star Wars, so yeah. Okay, guys. Anyway, we'll be finishing off now. We're really tired.
Yeah, I guess we bored you enough, so...
Yeah, we bored you enough and wasted your time talking about us and all that stuff that doesn't matter that much to you. So yeah, we'll be finishing off now, and
alright, well, I hope you had a great live stream. We certainly did, and I hope it's going to be even better the next time we do it.
Yeah, let us know in the comments of this. This is going to stay as a video. You can always watch this live stream later if you want to. Let us know in the comments if you want us to do this more often, because we can cover many more topics the easy way instead of writing scripts, editing this stuff, because we would rather make lore videos instead of, bitching about reality.
And you know what? If they're going to say something in the comments, might as well say if they have a suggestion on what we want to play. Like, it doesn't have to be a Star Wars game.
It can be any Star Wars game except for Star Wars Squadrons, because we don't want
to
play
I don't have that. I don't want to buy that.
Yeah, we don't want to play that. It can basically be anything else you want from Star Wars. We have it all, basically. And we've had it for years. So that too. And also, if you guys want to help us out, go to our community post, the second newest one from last night, New Year's Eve. We shared a lot of channels that we're friends with, that we respect, that we love, and that we know. So you can support all of them for a Happy New Year for everyone, including my girlfriend, Talaviosa. Do it. She's trying to grow her channel as well. The link to her channel is in the description of this live stream, just so you know. And go to the community post and check out everyone that we tagged there, because a lot of great channels, and let's make this a better year than the last one, because the last one, honestly, I haven't had a worse one in my entire life, basically. So that's how you guys can help out. Simply go to the description and go to the community tab, and yeah, that will be it.
Alright, guys. Well,
also Discord. A lot of people have been asking for a Discord server.
You have a link in the description, I believe.
Yeah.
Just click in the description. It's all the way at the bottom, and just, Yeah, I think I set the link to never expire, so you should be able to join it.
If it accidentally expired, simply...
Yeah, just tell us, and we'll send you a new one. Yeah,
we'll simply replace the old one with the new one. So you guys can contact us there anytime. We're always open to talking to anyone, but no one ever does, because, we're the dickheads of the Star Wars community, as you guys know. The guys that say, the worst things, as they like to say it, the haters, the toxic fans. That's what we are. Also the istisms and phobes, don't forget those. So,
yeah, we are all those things. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in another live stream. Hopefully, we'll start uploading much more. I'm gonna sit my ass on the chair and start editing like a maniac. So, yeah. Thank you for everything, and see you in another live stream. God bless you all.
And have a good one. Bring your creds back anytime.